All right. Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy, DeSoccerfan, recording for the second time because I apparently didn't check the audio. So yeah, this is our second take. Let's see if our second take is actually more spacey than our first one. So the last time that we spoke or that I did this was obviously when it was fault was around, and predecessor was just around the corner, and so a lot of things has happened, pretty much, and so from there, fault closed. Overprime and predecessor both came out in December ish. I want to say. I think Pred was first, and a year and 2 months now, we're still here. We're still playing Pred, OP too. Um, but this is mostly Pred stuff because I don't like OP. My bad. Like not to offend the community. This is not my type of game. You know what I mean? And we got two new faces, or I guess uh, one and a half. I guess you know what I mean. Like,
The
um,
butterface, anyways.
um, you know what I mean? To our left, to your left, to my left, to
To the
somebody's
left, to the
to
left.
to somebody's left. We're gonna start with Roby.
Oh, I'm the one and only Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not the weakest link, by the way. But uh, I started out playing Paragon on the PS3 when it was just a console, and
It,
it was released on PC as well. But uh, console MOBA. But been playing since then. Been playing with Redbeard, starting out, and a few others. Then they shut the doors to work on Fortnite. And predecessor started back up again. We all got excited, hopped on the train to play predecessor, and we really haven't stopped playing it. So I mean, it's been pretty fun. A lot of new things happened, new characters and stuff. So it's been fun.
and so from there on, we're gonna continue to the middle now. I have a red beard, or AKA red, or beard, or whatever you want to name him, red beard.
Hashtag blame beard.
It's hashtag blame Redbeard. Get it right.
I try to say it fastly. I didn't interrupt
hmm
you.
What's up, guys? My name is I have a Redbeard. I am 31 years old. Little tidbit about me. Uh, been playing games all my life. I've been playing. Uh, was playing Paragon just about when it came out on the PS3 with Broby and a few other buddies. First introduction into MOBAs. Loved it. Uh, Played a few other little bits of MOBAs, but really just hung on to this game, and very excited when predecessor came back up and took over things, and been really enjoying it and having fun, a little frustrations, but uh, what's a MOBA without a little frustration? So yeah.
All right, guys. So, um, since a lot of stuff has happened, we're gonna do a quick rundown, and hopefully you get all this right. The first time we were all over the place because we don't know which hero came out, whatever. So we're gonna do a quick rundown for whoever's like new, new-ish, I guess, who doesn't know what Pred is or what happened. Like I said, I was playing Fault, then transitioned over to Predecessor because I guess that was the next logical choice, I guess, for the game. And so, like I said, so when the game predecessor first came out, it had its core heroes, which were, let me see if I get this right. The core heroes were uh, ba, 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 they
Bum, bum,
had they
bum.
had they had Crunch, Decker, Durango, Feng Mao, Gadget, Gideon, Grux, Howie, Kalari, Chimera, Bellica, Murdoch, Muriel, Norbash, Rampage, Richter, Sev, Sparrow, Steel, Faye, and I think that those were the concept, the core heroes that came out when Predecessor first came out. So from there on, they added more characters, and so we're gonna try to get this right. So the first hero that got added was uh
Countess.
Count. It was Countess. Damn, I just had it up and I just now it's gone.
I got it. Revenant was next. And
Countess,
then
Revenant, Shimby, and then we had Omega, which is the people who make Predecessor. The studio Omega made their first original character, codename Huntress, aka Kira. So Kira is a mesh of Durango, Twin Blast, and
Arrow kinda.
yeah.
no, whoever
Just
League of
with a bow and
Legends.
arrow.
Yeah, it's a it's a chick with a bow and arrow, and does like voodoo stuff. I don't know, dark stuff, I guess. Yeah. She apparently, according to the lore, whatever lore that Predecessor came out with, she's with ends with Countess apparently or whatever.
She's like kind of like vampire hunter vibes, and Countess is has very vampire vibes. So there's kind of like that.
So that was their first original hero, and then after that we had we had Phase, Phase, Morgash, Greystone, and then we had our second Omega original hero, which was, like I said, I'd say it 10,000 different ways because people will be people, and people are gonna be mad. Zarzeus, Zardis, whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? They're Zardis is because I think we have I follow soccer, and so obviously there is a soccer player called Zardis. I think it's called whatever. It kind of sucks though. Yeah, but anyway, after that season 3 we had Seraph, Rafe, no,
Yeah. Wraith and Iggy, right?
Rafe, Iggy, Kwang
Quang.
or Quang, because people, that's another thing. People also like Kwang, Quang, whatever. And then we're all caught up right now. We're at Omeda's third original hero, which is codename Emerald. No more news. We we were 99% sure she was confirmed, but no, it's a he. It's a he this time.
Red's all
He
about those he's, you know.
we know he's confirmed to come out for later in 2 weeks, which is the 27th. Um he's gonna come out, and I guess we're gonna stumble on to our next topic, which is we're gonna predict what that hero might be in a shape, wave, or form, because out of this recording, which is Monday, February 12th, because we're recording right now for some reason, because anyway, uh we're recording now. We still don't know anything about the hero. We might get tits and bits tomorrow, Wednesday, or the next, or definitely something the following week. You know what I mean? Because there's only so many days until the character comes out. But we're gonna give our little predictions on what the hero could be, what abilities could do, or what do we want him to do. So guess we could start with Broby.
No. I uh I think this hero would be pretty cool. I think it's gonna be one of those characters that is, I don't know, they're gonna have like the same color scheme as like Greystone, codename Emerald. I mean emeralds are not always yellow, but it could be like an orangish color to them, I guess. I don't know, I think their abilities are gonna be kind of that color. And then I think they're gonna be a mixture of melee and range, and with a stun of some sort. That's just my take on it. I think they'll be a little bit more beefy than your average mid laner, but be able to dish out some damage and stun other heroes, and be able to hold them there for a little bit while a jungler comes in to finish them off or help you out.
Sorry.
Hmm.
It's a and okay because my like I said, following this hero, if I'm not mistaken, from the original Paragon, we still have as a mid laners technically, we still have Aurora and Zinx are the remaining two mid laners, I would say, because
Yeah.
we still have Terra, Zinx, Aurora, Ying. Um, who else am I missing?
I forgot about Terra. Terra's a melee uh
Melee tank,
carry.
Mm.
Melee tank, yeah.
Off
off
lane
lane.
support. I would argue Aurora 2 is more off lane support, even jungle.
It's the same thing with Countess, but
Yeah, yeah, true.
what else? I think that's pretty much as original heroes. I think, right? Oh, and the stupid bear, which is Boris, which technically
Well,
never.
yeah, they never. Well, we still have another ranger, the robot guy,
Oh,
Oh, Grim.
Grim.
Yeah, I totally
Grim.
forget.
Grim
Yeah,
was
Grim
awesome.
EXE.
I
Grim was
totally
my
forgot about
favorite.
Grim. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we still have a couple down in the pipeline that still needs to be released, and Omega does put some effort in order to re reworking their kits. You know what I mean? Like for example, Quang that came out, he had his he still has his lunge. He lunges his sword in there and whatever. He does has his little uh ability to summon sword in his lightning, and what they did with the circle, which controllers are superior, by the way.
What this
Uh,
fucking guy.
where you would dash, and if you had your sword out in the area, it will knock up anybody that's in the range or whatever, the circle of the sword or whatever. And then they do slightly change up the kits for most of the heroes. Um, my thoughts on the hero, at least, it'd be something a mixture of, I would say, like Bellica. I would say Bellica, maybe, and Howie, where he's range. You definitely have like a gun or something. He's range or whatever, or some type of Wraith type of gun or whatever. Um, I would say maybe has an ability where he throws emerald, so rocks. So I would say he throws some type of stupid explosive rock that, if I guess, if you're on top of it, it will bounce you. If not, you would just take damage over time. What could be something with rocks, or I don't know, diamonds. Let me think. Rocks, diamonds, or maybe or summon to a diamond wall, something similar like to Aurora. Maybe a diamond wall or something. Make some type of structure in order to block off, or make a little like wall in between or whatever, like structure, whatever. I don't know. And her final ability, I don't know. Or even like a Belikanaka, you know what I mean? Like make out of rocks or whatever. I don't know. Throwing ideas out there. I don't care.
I didn't think about the emerald with the stone. I mean, they could have like an armor that they could do to where they become all emerald or something, and they don't take damage for
Oh,
X amount of time or
that
something.
could be her like ultimate. Ultimate is
Oh yeah, yeah.
just I have a summon emerald armor suit like. So this is if you watch cartoons like I do, this is remind me of, I don't know if you watch Ben 10.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so the green dude with the diamond head or whatever his name is like that. It gives me those vibes. So I guess like you could have his arm just turn into rocks to shoots. I mean, summon a little wall, do a knock up with the rocks, and throw projectiles like a grenade rock or whatever.
Like shoots out like spikes from his arms or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking we're gonna get another more like mage, not necessarily a techie mage, like Gadget or Howie, but something more along the lines of Gideon. But I think maybe the emerald is a clue to the elemental side of things. Um, Emeralds are definitely green, by the way, Broby.
No.
Uh, so maybe something along that green color scheme. I like the spikes idea, something like that. Obviously, they can't just copy paste Gideon and make him green and think they're gonna get away with that. They wouldn't do that to us anyways. But
They
they've
kind of
been
did.
pretty.
They kind of did with Kira, but
Yeah.
yeah. But but as for first original hero, I could let it slide. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
That's
mean, and they did well with Zars too, I think, and or Zarzeus as
Zarzeus.
Sakura likes to
Who you
say.
play? Who you playing? Zarzeus.
Uh,
What? Zarzeus.
but yeah, I mean, I like the idea of the ultimate too. The getting common emerald skin instead of a diamond skin type thing. Um,
Just
Maybe we're reading too much into the emerald part of the code name, but
I don't
uh,
know.
the huntress was a pretty good clue for Kira. So I don't know. I'd like to see another magic mage. You know.
Hey, Red, how much you want to bet on how much emerald is? I mean, it could be green too, but I'm willing to bet they're gonna go with an orange emerald, which is a natural color for emerald too. You know what I mean? So
Traditionally, you think emerald is green though.
I don't know. There's some pretty fancy rocks right here, like 16.10 carat emerald, and it's orange. It's an orange color, you know. But yeah,
I don't know. It's difficult to tell. You know what I mean? Like we're just trying from when we saw like I said, from when we saw original heroes. They could go in a million different other ways. You know what I mean? Also maybe they could implement something vertical wise because this game is always something vertical. So like I said, maybe she got a rock wall but with steps, so like staircases or whatever. Maybe she's able to add a staircase in order to climb up some vertical walls or whatever, make it harder, or you know what I mean? Make it something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? So add some type of verticality to the character, which makes it unique and also makes this game more unique since they're adding more verticality. I can't even say it. Verticality to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Red said something about a Gideon. You know, I didn't really pay attention to the story because I know when Paragon came out, they didn't really release the backgrounds of the characters, and I know that they're kind of slowly doing that uh, with predecessor and actually having a story behind the characters and releasing, you know, their little backstory, which is kind of neat. But I feel like it could be kind of like a good guide to Gideon. So I know Gideon's a like a villain esque type character. You know what I mean? So unless that's just my thought of it, but you know, it could be like a good version of a Gideon or something like that, to where instead of him going up and doing the black holes, he just goes up and just rains down spikes instead. You know what I mean? Something like that to add that vertical aspect that soccer you were talking about. It just gave me that thought of that, but that'd be kind of cool to kind of be kind of mobile and move your rain of spikes around the ground instead of being stationary, kind of like how Gideon was, you know, with his black hole. You know, you can just kind of move around like Howie and just kind of rain down
Yeah.
rocks or whatever.
Maybe we even see something where it's like if we want some more CC or we're thinking we're gonna get CC out of this character, I'm thinking almost like bone spikes or something like from Diablo, or where they just like you get caught in it or it grabs them for a second or something like that, maybe even.
Yeah, like it's hard to tell right now because
Mm,
we're just basically our only clue is Emerald and it's a he and he comes out 20 times. So
yep.
it could be 1,000 different things. You know what I mean?
You think
And
Could
they'll
all
add
be
a
way
new?
off.
and
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
guess one another clue will be a powerful hero that could harness energy from the soul storm. So I guess it's you mean maybe storm powers. I guess I don't know. Jesus, I didn't actually read that part. So who knows? Maybe we're all completely wrong. Maybe with soul storm. You know what I mean? Maybe you it gives me like I don't know, like weather vibes, I guess. You know what I mean? Like make rainstorms and tornadoes and all that stuff.
Yeah, the ultimate could be like a tornado sucks you in, and you're kind of stuck. You know what I mean? That's another.
Almost getting like a Zeus kind of character or something like that.
Kind of.
Or it's giving me like what's that character in Smite where it's like the voodoo person where you could sound like
Oh,
some of the coffin and all that stuff. Like it,
Baron, yes,
yeah.
Baron
So
Yosemite.
like Soulstorm. You know what I mean? It gives me those type of vibes. Maybe it's a voodoo character and he could summon I don't know like voodoo. I don't know like zombies or whatever, and then like his ultimate could just drag you into this to the storm of souls or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, and then they could have a tie with gosh, what's her name? I'm blanking now. The
Mortgage.
Mortgage, yeah.
Yeah. So from there on, we're gonna go quickly, not quickly, but uh, the next the next news we pretty much have is toxicity reports because this game is all sunshine and rainbows. I guess you know what I mean. There's never any issues with the game. There's never any toxicity in the game.
No, not at all.
They
Yeah,
gave us some percentiles, which actually seem kind of impressive.
Percentiles
Uh,
of what?
of how like uh, what's it exactly? They were talking about the toxicity. It was like that was like 6% or something like that is what they were estimating currently, but still more than they want. Maybe 9%.
I don't think that. I mean, that's what they're saying, but I don't think that's accurate. 'Cause I don't know. It seems like every other game or every third game, I would say, we're in the game with someone just AFKing and quitting and talking trash about something when they're the problem, and you know what I mean. It just doesn't stop. I don't know.
Yeah, so the whole toxicity report is just them explaining what their efforts were are. First they came out with AI chat in order to prevent people from spamming out whatever nuisance they want. So I mean, like it's a so instead of it saying slurs or whatever, the bot will pick up they're saying slurs and replace those slurs with GGs or you're doing great or some bull or some dumb shit like that. Some super rephrasing. So if down the line you still continue and it keeps on getting worse, then you would just get you get permanent ban from chat because we don't want to deal with that bullshit because everybody could have a game or two, that their game is off or you getting easily distracted, in life or whatever. Shit happens and you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. So
Yeah, and I mean I don't think it's something to where an emergency happens and you actually have to AFK for whatever reason. Like if you're not AFKing like consistently, you're not going to be hit with like major penalties and things like that. But
yeah, so you know what I mean that's the that's pretty much the whole toxicity report. Just be friendly. I mean, you never know what happens. Um, people are people, so you know what I mean. Like if you want to be a dick in the game, then just know you're gonna get chat banned. So it's a zero your own fault, and um then we're just gonna be stuck to hearing pings. Ping 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 ping.
And you can't like wordplay either. Like that's starting to pick up on.
Oh yeah, so it's like you can't add spaces or numbers or stuff like that because you know what I mean. It's an AI. It's learning, so you can't even spell. You know what I mean. You can't say stupid shit and then just or add enough spacing and it won't notice or you can't add numbers for letters and you know what I mean. It's still gonna pick that up and so my bad,
yeah,
my
I
bad.
I'm being
definitely
summoned.
I'm being
definitely
summoned.
hope, and then it does help with the AFK and the intentional. Somebody gets pissed off or whatever, and 10 minutes into the match, they're like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. Fuck you guys," or whatever. You know, it's just like that just ruins the game right away. It's like, man, if you would have just, even if you just stood at your tower and just killed minions like we might have been able to win this, but not anymore.
Feel that.
AFK is definitely an issue, but
Yeah,
it
AFKs
seems
are
like
definitely an issue, and and
they're trying to
lastly,
fix it.
yeah, hopefully they do. And lastly, we're gonna go over, so I forgot to touch on that. What they also added to the game was PlayStation people. So now we get to play with our fellow brethrens, our consoles in arms, PlayStation people. In the game. Slowly but surely they are learning how to play the game. We got a ton of new people, new and old. Um, Mostly new, which is actually good. Learning how to play the game, liking the game, and I'm glad, overall to incorporate their feedback because there is some bugs in the game with, controller related, and hopefully they fix it. Um, like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they've been fairly responsive. Like at least I feel like they've done a decent job about hearing people, but not just like bending over and doing everything that every average Joe wants them to do.
Yeah, like towers.
or or saying that every other character is overpowerful. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you got your son where it's just like, oh yeah, Bellico is OP, or you got Revenue is OP. Like what was it? For example, this recent patch update where they were like, Rafe is too strong or Rafe is too weak, so they buff him, and now he's just too strong, and it's like, well, can't wait till
yeah.
they nerf him the next patch.
There's very few characters that in the right hands they're like they're there are very few characters that as long as they're in the right hands, like they're gonna be very
Unstoppable.
tough. Yeah, like there's not really a character like even if you're the best in the game and you play this character, you're gonna be trash. Like
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Pretty much, PlayStation people are welcome until they announce open beta, which might be a while before they summon open beta. So you know what I mean. They said it's this year, so we just gotta hope and
mhm.
wait. Uh, what are what I guess we could talk about. What are from what they from their report of 2024, what are you hopeful for, or what do you like seeing from their report they're going to be adding later this year?
I'm just excited for some new stuff, new whether it's events or things like that, but uh, a new map, new game mode, ranked modes, just kind of breathing a little bit more life into the game. Uh, Personally, I've been playing Pred a little bit less often than I, was 6 months ago or so, but I mean, still love the game, still enjoy getting in there playing some games every now and again. But just kind of new things to play and learn and make it just a little bit more fresh for people who have been playing it for over a year now or so.
The whole rank system that's coming, single and duo rank system coming. Uh, it'll get rid of some of the MMR Nazis, that's I don't know if they're gonna just totally wipe it or if they're just gonna carry everything over, which I mean it's a lot of work to carry all that data over, and it's a lot easier just to start from fresh. I mean a lot of people are gonna be upset about it, but at the end of the day, it would be if you're a good player now, you'll be a good player whenever that happens. So it's not really gonna shouldn't really affect you any.
And
The 3v3 is going to be really fun. This is one of the game modes I really enjoyed playing Smite was the 3v3.
just remember, you could be a great player, but it's a team game, so you know.
No, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's definitely a team player or team-based
Yeah,
game for
So
sure. So you can have the number one ranked player in your lobby and
it's just
is
do
not a
bad.
team player and still lose. I mean, it just, you know,
Yeah,
if you don't pay attention and play, you know, and having people AFK, it just kind of makes it hard.
from the report, you know what I mean. We definitely can't wait for some new skins, and they already committed with their PlayStation beta, so or closed beta. They already fulfilled that, so I mean, it's pretty much ranked skins and whatever and new heroes pretty much. New or meta original heroes. I can't wait for. And I can't wait for Emerald. So I mean, hopefully we get some news by next week. Most likely we're gonna get news by next week. And let me see. Yeah, what I mean, can't wait for that. And then
Yeah, and some meta original skins too. I mean, a lot of us that have been around and played Paragon have seen most of these skins that they've been coming out with, and I mean, they gotta put their polish on it or whatever too. But
yeah,
uh,
before we end our video or whatever. Uh, yeah, I guess like I said, I was gonna steal a segment from another podcast, which is what games you recently been playing or whatever games or whatever answers, and then what you've been playing basically. Let's start with Fred. Oh, my bad.
been playing
Hashtag blame Redbeard.
been playing a decent amount of COD, some Warzone, um, Resurgence. Um, I played a ton of Power World when it came out. Played it for like a month straight, pretty much. Um, then my buddies decided they don't want to play Power World anymore with me, so it makes it a little less fun. Uh,
Blame Broby.
It's,
uh,
I mean,
uh,
yeah.
getting some pred games in there every now and again. Um, trying to I mean, just trying to switch it up every now and again and enjoy the gaming life. Definitely a gamer at heart. So yeah.
Yeah, you finally get yourself a PC, so now it's a whole new world. But I've been playing a lot of zombies and Resurgence on Call of Duty and stuff like that. It's definitely fun. Uh, I got the game for the story. I don't know. I'm a campaign nerd, I guess. I don't know. I'm old. I might look the youngest, but I'm definitely the oldest one here. So, uh, playing the Call of Duty since it first came out and playing the story modes is one of my favorite things was the favorite thing to do back in the day. But did play some Power World. I mean, I wasn't really a Pokemon fan growing up, even though I had cards and some games, maybe one or two, I think. But I was more of a Digimon kind of gamer, more, I don't know, seemed cooler and better than Pokemon. But that's what Power World kind of started to remind me of. And I mean, it was fun because I did play a whole month straight with Red for a while, but in soccer, but I don't know, just got old. It seemed too
It
repetitive.
needs
Yeah,
updates.
we didn't
Yeah.
even ever attempt the other tower bosses.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
still
But
so much more of the game to play, Broby.
I don't know. There's games like Enshrouded that are out, Helldivers 2 that are pretty tempting.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
Helldivers too. So,
Oh man, I really want to get that so bad.
no, I got it right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah,
Where is it?
Helldivers 2. Fuck, Red,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
got.
get it.
The game. It doesn't want to show it.
mm.
Right here. Let's see. Yeah, got Helldivers right here for the PS5. So I've been playing
Yeah.
that. I've been playing Power World. I've been playing Pred, and I've been playing Warzone. Carrying the weakest link over here,
Oh
and
my god.
and I think after this we might actually play a game. Just carry the weakest links a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Me and Rez, your guys' assholes, you know what I mean? Like, where's Broby? Where's Broby? Yeah, I'm right next to you guys, but then you have
but
soccer running 30 meters away from all of us and then dying and expecting us to fucking airdrop in and save them.
Where's Broby? Oh, there's
Yeah,
a guy right. I'm like, Broby, you're right next to me. Why don't you shoot her? And he's like, what? No, I was. He's never.
that's not how it happens ever.
Mm-hmm.
He's never there when you need him. But
What? Get out of here.
but nah, but yeah, I guess, and then before we go, some words of wisdom. Never give up because you can always win a game. Um, it only takes one teammate in order to like come back, get the ball rolling in your court. For saying, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah,
Definitely done it multiple times.
don't give up.
It's okay to be new too.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, if you
I've
type
learned things.
if you say you're new, or say like I'm still brand new to this game, not 9 out of 10 times people are not gonna be dicks. So yeah,
Yeah, and they'll actually help out too. Like, oh yeah, you want to go this or that, or you know what I mean. But it just goes a little bit smoother.
yeah.
Keyboard's easier than controller. So I mean, with
Oh
the
no, we're not gonna go with
controller
the.
freaks.
Okay, our next topic for next week or 2 weeks would be like, why is controller better than keyboard?
All
Stay
right,
tuned.
bet. I'm gonna
Stay tuned
mention
for
why
that.
keyboard is better, and
Stay
we'll
tuned
have
for
an
that.
argument.
all three keys that you have to use.
No, that more. God damn it.
Yeah,
We'll have Red be the ref.
W, A, and D.
but mostly
There's,
W though. Mostly W.
there's no
No.
reverse for W.
There's no.
God dang it. I know I'm Hilljack, but damn, I know my fucking letters.
All right. So that's the end of this episode. This is your boy, DeSoccerfan, out. Do you have any cash raises or Logans if you want to say before you go?
Finger guns is always the way to go.
Bigger guys, and then
Bro has his finger guns.
Red, we got to hear that beard.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'll
we
have
gotta
a
hear the
camera.
thing.
It could be his balls. You don't know. It could just be
That
rubbing
beard
his.
just
Why would you?
waving in the wind.
Why would you rub your balls through your mic? That just,
Yeah.
I don't. Whatever. All right, man. That.
Red has a plenty of feet page. Help him.
Oh my
Help him
God.
get
Oh my
a.
goodness.
Help him get a camera. Help him out.
I have a Red Beard OnlyFans. So don't worry, I'll put in the link in the below.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I guess good night. See y'all later.
Peace.